Hey, look who's here. Hey, Mean Matt.
Hey, Mean Matt here.
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 Hey, Mean Matt here. So, uh, I made an argument a few months ago about the whole woke movement, and I know I'm not gonna talk much about that. It's kind of irritating. So, there's a lot of new things that I'm looking at. There's a lot of irritating things to me, and it seems like, well, first of all, let's look at this country now. Since Justin Trudeau has been the prime minister, it just seems like, well, things are changing to appease to certain people. In my opinion, there is a lot of things that really irritate me that should never have been changed. And you can't change history. Now, I made this argument. Well, one of the many things that irritate me is changing the Canadian national anthem. And I made that argument before. Was I fair? Well, maybe, maybe not. The fact of the matter is, when I was in school and they played the national anthem, in no way could I ever think that a little girl would lie awake at night and go, gee, they said all their sons come in. I can't believe it. They stayed awake all night thinking about that stupid shit. And so this is the way it is apparently. And they changed the lyric. And a lot of people said, what's the big deal? It's a song. And I would have thrown that back in their face and I would have said, you know what, you're right. It is a song. Actually, it's more than a song, it's history. And you can't really fucking change history. You have the English national anthem. Why don't you change it to whoever you believe in? Save the Queen, because you can't say God save the Queen. You have people that are atheists or Jewish or, whatever, that are going to be offended with God Save the Queen. People that may not even believe in God. Why don't you change that? And I think that, though, it's catering to people that, and I get it, in a way, because we made a video on Friday. Of course, I posted it Monday at midnight, and talking about the women's revolution and women wrestlers in general. And you think, okay, so to me, and I think there's a lot of things to do with today's generation. When I was a kid, the women's rights or women's empowerment meant being strong and fighting for equality, fighting for rights that didn't exactly have anything to do with, well, I guess now. I'm not even sure. I've never even heard anything so stupid to change certain words. And I get it, You have words like policeman, fisherman, firemen, and you know what, I understand that, and I get it. It's obvious. It's one of those things where you have to understand that, again, those are words. You can say policewoman. You can say firewoman, but no, you have to bitch about it. and it doesn't make any sense. It's fucking stupid. Like, I'll give you an example. So I heard that they decided, and actually I just looked it up now, it's now a part of the dictionary or whatever. They've taken the word fisherman and they made it called fisher folk. So instead of saying, okay. So instead of saying fishermen and fisherwomen, we're just gonna call them fisher folk. It sounds a little strange to me, does it? But there you go. It's kind of frustrating, and you have also religion. A lot of Catholic schools are. I went to Catholic school, but apparently a lot of them now want to include Mecca and other forms of things that don't involve the Catholicism. And look, I've stopped being Catholic a long time, and the fact of the matter is, I still have a certain amount of respect for that religion, I guess. It's still a part of my family, but the fact is, if you go to a Catholic school, then you have to follow the rules. You can't change certain rules. That just, you look at, apparently, again, you have Trudeau say that they were going to erase Mackenzie King from history because he owned slaves. Yes, that's not very cool, obviously, but that's what happened. That's what happened back then. Okay, you can't erase history because something happened. How come it took this long? Like, seriously. You have Chris Benoit, who murdered his wife and family, and then what happened? Well, you gotta erase the matches that he's been on, and and everything else. It's like, it's so fucking stupid to erase history because there's something. Well, what exactly is gonna happen when if you keep Mackenzie King in the record books as Prime Minister? Like, what's gonna happen? Seriously. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe my Prime Minister was, someone that owned slaves. Really? Because it happened. You can't erase history, just like you can't erase the matches that Chris Benoit had. Just because you can't erase anything that Charles Manson did, or Ted Bundy, and all those people who did horrific things. You can't erase history. And that's what this whole thing, I believe, is about. Is they want to change history to appease certain people. Look, I am in a wheelchair. I've been in a wheelchair all my life. I have a disability and spina bifida and all that kind of stuff. By the way, happy Spina Bifida Awareness Month. So here's the thing. I hate the word handicap. I don't hate it as much as I used to, but I hate the word handicap. But if I go on record and I go to the papers and I say, look, I really hate the word handicap, we gotta change it to disabled or differently abled or something like that, I would expect people to laugh at my face. You wanna erase the word retard. For me, the word retard or retarded, whatever, and I know I say it, and I know it's whatever. The fact is, back then, it was used to describe mentally challenged people. I never looked at that word, and I never thought of anybody with Down syndrome or cerebral palsy or anything like that. It meant something completely different, but certain people planted seeds in other people's heads and said this is how it is. and we have to change it. So they changed the word now. It's an offensive word. I can think of way more offensive words. But they changed that word. Which is retarded. But the fact is, that's what they did. You know, you can't change. Why are we changing history now? We have to leave things the way they are. It's just fucking bullshit because there's no reason to do that. We get it. It was bad. It's bad. We have to move on. That's just the way it is. Of the whole thing with the woke movement is, you know, it's like making all these demands to change certain phrases or certain words, and it's like that's not what feminism was all about. But nowadays, that's what it seems like. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm a guy. Why am I bitching about this kind of shit? I don't know. But to me, it doesn't make any sense. You know. And I'm not out to offend anybody, really, but this kind of thing is just like, hey, you know what? We're gonna have to stop this bullshit. We gotta look at what's really important. But nobody wants to do that. And this whole generation is weird, and it doesn't make sense. But I guess maybe it's just me. You know. I hope this rant made sense. There's really nothing to it. It's just kind of an interesting way to look at things. It's only my opinion. So, there it is. Talk to you later. Bye.